work on this time. Oh, another good one.
G'day crew and welcome to another video. In this video the plan is to head up towards Hutchison, do some trolling on the way up, have a fish around Hutchison's, overnight somewhere up in the north end of Moreton and do some fishing through the bay on the way home tomorrow. Didn't quite go as planned but we'll get to that.
Right, getting away from the ramp, it is not quite 5 o'clock. A little bit later than I'd hoped. I was down here plenty early enough, but I spent 15 minutes playing around with the time zero unit, trying to get it reading the way I wanted it to. So that took time. But getting away now, the plan is to do some fast trolling up towards Hutchison's. See if I can pick something up that way. Hope the rain eases up. A lot of rain and clouds, but the water's lovely.
As you can see in this screenshot from Willie Weather, the actual rainfall far exceeded the forecast. But as I said in the previous video, fishing in the rain doesn't bother me. In fact, over the years I've had some fantastic fishing sessions when it's been pouring rain. I'm not sure whether that was a fluke or a result of the rain. Making up for that a little bit, the wind was below forecast. And there's just a quick snap at the swell expected out of Hutchison's. As the day wore on, I think the swell increased a little bit above that, but it wasn't too bad because the period between the waves was up around 7 or 8 seconds anyway. I wasn't planning to do anything about boat handling or boating safety in this video, but because the rain was so heavy in places, I am going to mention it. And that is, drive a boat like you were on the road. If conditions don't suit, slow down. One fellow came barreling across from my right. Now, I'm not sure, we may have missed, he may have seen me first and assessed the situation and decided he didn't need to slow down or change course. To me it looked close enough that I needed to take evasive action, which I did. When the rain is really heavy, visibility is limited, the boats can be on top of you before you know it, if they're travelling at speed or if you're travelling at speed. So just slow down a bit, you'll get there in the finish. It's not a life or death situation, so take it easy.
A lot more rain than forecast. The boat coming up in the distance, it looks like he's heading to Tangalooma. That's Tangalooma over there. There's a few boats in there. There's a few boats down at the sand hills. You can still see them just down there. I don't know if you will on the video. There's some wave movement crossing. The boat's going to turn a little bit. There's no one at Harry's. First time I've been past Harry's and not seen anyone. It's calm enough day, just a bit wet. Now that's the Madmacs lure out there, and I'm trolling it at 14 knots at the moment. It's supposed to be good for up to 20 knots. Around 15 is okay, I think, for high speed trolling. And with the rain around, 15 knots is probably fast enough to go. So I'll just run up past Moreton at 15 knots and see if we can pick something up on the troll while I'm doing it. Something took off with it, not sure what. Doesn't feel like there's a fish biting me. It feels like too much weight for just a lure. No, it's just a lure hooked up. How did that happen? Pick one of these off.
Here's a couple of screenshots to give you an idea of what I was seeing on the sounder up at Hutchison's. The first one is from the Furuno TZ3 and the second one is from the time zero unit. The TZ3 shows the traditional down image from the MR-TM275 transducer and the bottom of it is the 3D view. On the time zero screen, the bottom left-hand image is the side scan from the B56 transducer in the DFF 3D black box, and the top right-hand image is the left, centre and right images from the same transducer. The bottom right-hand image shows the 3D map with the PBG overlay. In any event, what I wanted you to get out of this is that this area, on this particular day and time, is what Maverick and Goose would have called a target-rich environment.
Ah, what is he? Ah. Oh, he's well hooked. I'll just lift him in. Whoa, whoa, pretty. Too small, but pretty. Yeah, okay. Whew. Coronation, I think. Alright. No, not there. This is right. Just stand by, buddy. I'll have you up in a minute. Oh, hells. I get everything but what I want. Oh shit, everything comes out with it. Lip grips. This is the other thing I want. There we go. Shit. Just hold still. Hold still. Well, how's that for a beautiful fish? I'll measure him and throw him back. He's going to go, he's 33. There you go. I was taking a lazy trip down. You're not in any hurry.
This is one of the whiting that I caught on the previous trip. I didn't have enough to make a feed, so they went into the bait freezer, and now I've got high hopes of putting it down and catching something really good on it. It didn't work out that way, as you'll see shortly. The rod got a good hit, but somehow it got the bait off without taking the circle hook. Happens sometimes with circle hooks. They're really good at hooking the corner of the mouth, but they're not 100% on getting the hookup rate that I used to get on J hooks.
That was straight on as soon as it dropped. I bet I've been bitten off again. Oops, it's hazy. Yeah, that's what's happened. Bitten off. Must be mackerel. Well, it's time to get serious then, if that's the case. Had too many bite-offs today. I've got a wire leader. One rigged here somewhere. That's it, all wire.
And talk about bite-offs. I had more bite-offs on this trip than I've had on any single trip in my entire life. I thought it might have been mackerel or tuna, but since I got back, I've had a few people tell me that the Wahoo were active in that area, and a couple of people have shown me pictures of Wahoo they caught on that same day. So probably the Wahoo was what was biting me off. I was using 15-pound braid, and the other line had 40-pound braid on it. I didn't have a chance with Wahoo down there. So after I got sick of it, I decided I would try something I hadn't tried in many, many years, and that is to put a wire trace on. You can do that with an Alberto knot. I'll show that in a video at some point, how to put a wire trace on using an Alberto knot. But it's not something I really recommend because it does decrease your bite rate, and in fact on that line that had the wire trace on, I didn't get another bite all day. I had bait stealers taking the bait, little nibblers, but no decent bites at all. And that is why I generally don't use a wire trace. I was just getting so sick of the bite-offs that I thought I'd try it. And here's a couple of frames of the bathymetry that I recorded up at Hutchison's. There's two main areas where I was fishing. I've recorded the bathymetry from the drifts around them, and I'm showing the 2D overview and then followed by the 3D and an orbit around it, so you can see just how gnarly the bottom is. No wonder the fish like hanging out there. There's so much structure down there, it's unbelievable. I had planned to do some organised bathymetry passes, try and get a much better picture of the area. But to be honest, I was so downhearted with the fishing and the bite off that I decided to go and fish somewhere else. I will go back there. I hadn't been fishing up there since I owned Wave Dancer, but I do like fishing up there, so I plan to make a few trips up that way this year, I hope, weather permitting. And over a period I will get some much better bathymetry there, so you'll get an idea of just where to look for the structure. I always find the 3D image lays it out in my mind a lot better than just looking at a map with the depth lines on it, or even the 2D image. It also gives me something of a feel for how the currents are going to swirl around there.
I think it might have something on here. If it is, it's not worth having. I can see him up on the surface anyway, whatever it is. Can't work out what it is. I'm not happy anyway. Small, whatever it is. Some sort of cod, I think. Maori cod. Oh, well, I've got some exotic fish. And that one's on the troll. Maybe I should have just trolled up at Hutchie's. You are, the 35. How big you got to be? I think you got to be bigger than that.
This is one of the Maori cod. He's only a juvenile specimen, 33. Your minimum size on a Maori cod is 38, I believe. But by Jove, they're a beautiful fish. I really like the pattern on their scales. And like all cod, they are nice eating if you get a legal size one.
Again. Up on the surface. Got something there. Yep, that's what it is. Tuna.
This is a track from the trip. It's a long way up from Raby Bay. The trip would normally take just a little bit over an hour, but doing the high-speed trolling cut the speed down a lot, so it took me over 2 hours to get up there. But I didn't mind that because of the rain. It wasn't worth going very fast, so the high-speed trolling suited me. I didn't get anything on the high-speed trolling, but if you're going at the right speed for it, why not throw a lure out and see if you get lucky.
Oh, on again. Jeez, not getting far. What have we got this time? Oh, definitely got something on there. There's another grinner. Yep, another grinner. On this time, oh, another good one. Knocks me out of gear to fight this bloke. a snapper, there's no head shake on him. Oh, a little bit excited now. Oh, not happy now. Okay. Seems to. Come on. Oh, what is he? Whoa! Oh yeah! Whoa! Okay. Come on, come on! Oh, don't you dare! Oh, I want you big time. Oh yes! Ah! Oh wow! Oh, what is he? A red throat. Whatever it is, it's a keeper. That's for sure. I'm staying over another quick troll around here before I depart. Right. Oh, you swallowed that, didn't you? And you've got yourself hooked up in my net. Well, how are we going to do that? Let me get this one out first. Alright. Now, if I can get that out of the net, everything will be Jake. Oh, yeah, look at that red throat there. Oh, sorry old boy, I didn't mean to get you with the other one again. There we go. Now first we'll size you. Now 90 there and 38 there. Oh, 40, 90, 52. Nice size.
And I think this fella might be a PB grass sweetlip. He measured in at 52 centimetres, and although some of the big ones I've caught have been in inches, I'm pretty sure this might be the PB. In any event, he was certainly a really nice one. At first I wasn't quite sure what he was, because I've never noticed the amount of red that the grass sweetlip has in its mouth and throat before. It was only because the treble hooks were hard to get out and had his mouth open for so long that I noticed it. However, the red throat emperor has a big red spot at the base of its pectoral fins, plus a couple of other minor variations, but the big red spot at the base of the pectoral fins is the real clincher on ID. So he's a grass emperor, grassy, or grass sweetlip. Pick the name you like. And here's a shot from the Perino TZ3 where I had the AccuFish function turned on. I generally don't turn that on because it masks some other features. I was playing with it for a while when I first got it because of the novelty of it, but occasionally I turn it on, and I am constantly surprised at just how accurate it is. Here you can see that it's telling me that there's a 41, a 42, a 48 and a 53 centimetre fish down there. And what do I pull up? A 52 centimetre fish. Coincidence? Maybe. But I am blown away by the accuracy of it.
Alright, let's dispatch you. Just got you dispatched. And better bleed you. something there again. Is it? Must be the way it was going. Yep, I can feel him there. Not big this time though. Not happy either though. Oh, coming quick. What is he? Oh, something. Oh, just stripey. They are pretty, I'll give them that. Very pretty. Okay, you're half out. Oh, hey, stop jiggling around till you end up with the hooks back in you. Stupid thing. Now just slip. Oh, see? Told you. Right. They're good eating if you get them bigger, apparently. I've never had one to eat, but apparently they are. And again. Not a small one, of course. Oh, Mary cod, I think. Yep, that's what it is. It's a bit too small again.
This is the other Maori cod that I caught. Again, a very, very beautiful fish.
Here we go, got you this time. You won't get me with those gills. 47, 32 or 3 again.
Now I put this still in because what you see over there is the Bulwa Rex. I feel quite sad when I see them these days because as a boy I remember there being much more of them left than there is now. It's sort of like seeing history disappearing into the sea. I know things rust and disappear, but it just seems a shame to see it happen. But then it's the same as the Rufus King. When I was young there was more of the Rufus King sticking up too. This was planned to be an overnighter, but I did cut it short. I came back late the first day because the weather wasn't doing quite what the forecast predicted, and as soon as I lose faith in the forecast, I find it's better to either seek shelter or to cut the trip short and go home. I've been caught out too many times in the past not to have that as a rule. It wasn't a great loss because I was really happy with the emperor that I got. That'll feed us for 2 or 3 meals and give me an excuse to go out again next time. If I'm lucky, might even do 4 meals. In any event, discretion is the better part of valour, so if you're not 100% sure of the weather, go home. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of it. The next video probably won't be on the water, but the following one I hope will be. Until then, good fishing.